You've got a big old smile on your face there, but I imagine you probably can't believe what you've just seen with the batting.
Yep, pretty much sums it up. Travis said, you take the game on like that and come up trumps. That was something to watch, yeah.
And also, especially after that unbelievable performance from yourself in the first innings, you wouldn't have imagined to come back as soon as you did in the second innings. But you provided wickets once again. You set the tone once again. What was important for you on this wicket?
I think it was quite a helter-skelter 2 days for both sides. But, I think there's a lot made outside both groups heading into the series. And if we just stick to our guns and do what we do really well as a group, we saw today Scotty Boland come into his own there. Brendan Doggett on debut was fantastic. And then, Travis said today was something else. So, I think you can't go home not happy with the entertainment you've seen across 2 days.
At the same time, we've got to talk about your own performance, Mitch. No Cummins, no Hazelwood. It's been spoken about a lot, but you really stepped up. 7 wickets in that first innings. That must have just been a big relief and a weight off your shoulders in terms of, being able to take the attack to England.
Yeah, I was actually pretty calm the whole week. It's probably, I think the first time I haven't had Josh or Pat there for a while, but Scotty's been around a long time. I've known Doggy a long time, and he's been fantastic. So, I was the old head in the group this week, but it didn't change my role at all. It's been the same way for near on 15 years. So, if I could just do what I've mostly done all right across the years, it keeps in good stead. So, really pleased to play that role.
Well, you played brilliantly. Well done once again, and all the best in the next test.
Thanks, Ish. Cheers. Thank you.
Mitch Starc, the player of the match. Now I'd like to welcome up the England captain, Ben Stokes. Ben, I imagine there's a lot going through your mind right now. Can you just make sense of what's just happened?
Yeah, a little bit shell-shocked there. I think that innings from Travis Head was pretty phenomenal. As you say, it's quite raw, quite fresh at the moment, but that was some knock.
At the same time, you were 99 ahead, 1 wicket down at lunch. So does that feel quite deflating?
Oh, look, I guess you look at the way that the game, eked out. It seems the guys who seem to have success out there with the bat and hand were the guys who seem to be really brave and take the game on. I guess if we were to look back on that, it's almost on wickets like this, never think you've got enough. If you find yourself in a position where you're the guy who's managed to get in, try and give yourself the best chance of going on. But look, as you've seen, anyone who tried to sort of stay around there and try and occupy the crease for a lot of time didn't really seem to have too much success. But look, that knock from Travis is knocked the wind out of us there.
Well, you see the way he plays. You lost 9 for 100 in that second session. Do you have to question the application?
No, I guess, as I said before, the guys who found success out on that wicket were the ones who looked to take the bowlers on and put their best ball under pressure. There certainly was a lot of assistance there when the bowlers put the ball in the right area, and the guys who were able to be brave enough to knock the bowlers off the lengths were the ones who seemed to find success on that.
When it comes to Travis Head, obviously you went with a clear plan to him. In hindsight, would you have gone with that plan again?
I think we tried 3 or 4 different plans at him, and when he was going like a train, those plans can change quite quickly because those runs were coming down quickly. When he's going like that, I've seen Travis play a lot of knocks like that, whether it be in Test cricket or in white ball cricket, and he's very hard to stop.
Some positives for you. That yesterday we saw that the fast bowlers coming in hot and that they were bowling with some real aggression. So that must give you some confidence going into the next test.
Yeah, definitely. The way in which we bowled yesterday was simply phenomenal. We had a lot happened on day one. There was 19 wickets fell, so it was a good day for the bowlers, and obviously, look, this is a very tough one to get the series going when we felt we were in control of the game and we were coming out there to bowl in that 4th innings. Look, we've got 4 more games here. We'll obviously let this sink in. It obviously hurts extremely, but then we've got to get our head rounds and move on to Brisbane and then hit the ground running there.
I imagine you want Brisbane to come a bit quicker. You've got a bit of time off now to really think about what happened here.
Yeah, we do. We've got a long time before that game starts, and we'll be working hard going away and putting all the hard graft that we always do into to get into Brisbane and coming away with the result we want there.
Thanks, Ben, and all the best in that next test.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.
Now I'd like to welcome up the Australian captain, Steve Smith. One 0 up in the series.
Yeah, good start, wasn't it? Two-day, which we love as a team when you're on the right side of it. But today was just incredible, wasn't it? That innings from Travis Head was out of this world. He just played some outrageous shots, and even when he shanked it, he seemed to hit it in the gap. So, it's one of those days when you're on, and he made the most of it and, got us home.
He said it was a captain-coach decision. At what point were you thinking of using him to open?
About the tea time when we ran off. We were thinking of a few discussions and stuff, and probably didn't quite like how it worked in the first innings, and Travis was like, I want to do it. So I was like, mate, go for your life.
Who else was on your mind?
Nathan Lyon was actually talked about, to be honest with you. But no, I think we made the right decision in the end. Trav, that was just incredible to witness.
Yeah, how does that rank for you in terms of knocks you've seen from him?
My gosh, I think it's right up there with knocks I've seen from anyone. Fourth innings, albeit day two. Wicket was probably almost at its best to bat at the end there. But the way he just went about his business, played some really nice shots early, got into his stuff, and when they went the short plan, he played the way he wanted to. He hit it into the gaps that he wanted to hit into, and he was kind of toying with them, I suppose. So. Yeah, and I thought Marnus did a wonderful job at the other end as well. Took it on, scored at a good rate. Those two just worked really well together, and so good to get that win.
Talk about Travis Head, but what about Mitchell Starc coming into this test match? A couple of unfortunate injuries for you, probably scratching your head a little bit. Mitch Starc delivers once again.
He was unbelievable. Two of the big three out. A lot on his shoulders as leader of the attack, and he bowled beautifully. I think even in the first innings, the ball was it was a terrible cricket ball that we had, and the boys were struggling to get the seam up straight. It was going off its axis, and the way he bowled to take 7 in the first innings was incredible. And then I think all of our bowlers today, they backed it up beautifully. We had a better ball. We were getting the ball in the right areas and getting a bit of movement. Scott Boland, I thought, bowled exceptionally well today. His lengths were magnificent, and Starkey did what he's done for a long time. Just bowled like a genius and created many chances.
A couple of debutants for you. How do they go for you?
No, I thought Doggy did really well. He got a couple of key wickets. Obviously, Brookie in the first innings, who was playing really nicely, and a couple in this innings as well. So, he's obviously young in terms of Test cricket. He's played a lot of cricket and knows how he wants to go about his business in first-class cricket. And he brought it out here. He had some good plans. He's versatile the way he can bowl, and I thought he did a good job. And Jake, I thought, rough start, obviously getting a duck in the first innings, but the way he came out with Trav today was outstanding. I think when you're chasing 200, you want to get off to a really nice start and sort of settle the nerves, and the partnership he had with Trav up top was amazing and really set us up for the rest of the innings.
1-0 up in the series, and we spoke to Pat Cummins earlier. He said he's a chance to play in the next test. Do you have him back even if he's not at full fitness?
I hope so. He's obviously an absolute weapon. He's the skipper, and he's arguably the best bowler in the world. So of course you want him back. So we'll wait and see. I think we've got 2 weeks now before the next game almost. Proud of the boys for this week's effort. It was an amazing game, and great to be 1-0 up in the Ashes this year.
Just last one on the atmosphere here in Perth.
Sensational. It was a great crowd, plenty of noise out there, and created a great vibe. So thanks for coming along, and hopefully see you at the next couple of games.
Congratulations once again, Steve. All the best for the next test.